Hello, welcome to the TV room. Thanks for dropping in. David Bradley here. Good shot. I was just tossing a water bottle off into the distance so it can go in the recycling. I've been using bags to do recycling for a while. Lately, another receipt, stick that in the box so that'll never come to anything. Some while ago, where I live, decided, oh no, you can't put recycling in a bag. No, it has to be all loose. Beautiful thing. Nothing like it on a windy day when the bins on the street start to blow over and stuff rains down. Anyway, I guess they've changed their mind because lately I've been using these great big white bags. Not white bags, clear bags. Because, well, I can. But I only put them out every other week because when I put them out on the garbage day, they say, oh, no, that must be garbage. Anyway. So, and when I fill them. Like that bottle might fit in, but it probably won't. Anyway, so what am I doing? Well, what am I doing? I am, as always, there's this little glass case here. Came with these glasses I like. The case is difficult. Anyway, I will put them there. So what am I doing? Well, as always, I'm forever tidying. That's right, forever and ever and ever. So what I think I'm going to do, I know you can't see that very well, but I like it. This runs off a USB thing. I think I'm going to take this out of here and put it somewhere else. I think I will. There's a lady I knew long ago, and she had a meditation room. And one of the pictures I took, she wanted to get blown up for her meditation room. And I said, that sounds like a delightful idea. And she did. All right, so as always, too many cables, too many things. So the plan is, as I often find with things like this, is I can't stick to one thing. I just can't. I would like to, but I just can't. It's just the way things are. So what I'm going to do is and try and wrap up things on this power supply here, which doesn't go very well because the cords aren't very long, but they're long enough. And I will put them out of the way here. I will. These are ones that I have tested. They are fine for the moment. They are fine. Are they trustworthy forever? Well, no. Not really, but we'll see about that. Okay, got that. Line them up. Anyway. So the plan is that I am going to make a list. And I don't do well with lists because oftentimes I write such long lists that then I get overwhelmed. And then I get thrown off because of the length of the list and how much there is to do. And then I don't get things done. But I'm going to try. I have in mind a number of things to do before the World of Commodore. I do. So it has to be a balanced approach. It can't just be all going through stuff to take to the show. It cannot. All right, let's see here. Da, 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 da. That is not going well. I'm using a cord wrapping method you learned long ago from a fellow who my brother used to set up bands for. Now, his name is Matt Pines. Interesting character. All right, so they're kind of wrapped up. They should stay out of the way. Good. Now, what else do I have here? Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. All right, I think what I'm going to do, these are the 64's I just got that I have tested. And I have notes on them, which I have not taped on yet, but I will. And I'm going to, that won't work. I'm going to put them down below here. Where am I? Yeah, on top of a monitor, where they should be fine. The first place I wanted to put them, I guess, wasn't fine, because there's a table support there. Oh. Okay, so they're on the way. So the idea here, look, there's a retro rewind harness. A beautiful thing. There's my vintage harness. So the idea here is to get this table much more clear and get maybe two of these monitors here where I can test things. Like I've got all kinds of things to test. Oh, looky. I like this thing. Especially the flashing mode. And it's rechargeable. And actually, I have not charged it, but maybe I should. Because it just has the charge it came with. It does. So, oh yeah. Now here, oh yeah. Now here is a good thing, but a bad thing. Here's bags with some chips. Did I mark the bags? No. I did not. I'm thinking that they oh yeah. They're from disk drive. I was doing the 2040 and then of course things got in the way. Now it doesn't mean they're all bad, but at least I have marked the bags. They can go in there. Ah, that's charging. Right. Now here, I was working with the data set on the PET, which is a lovely, beautiful thing. And here are some tapes that I have marked as works. Oh, got another bag. Oh, I would bet that if I were to pop this open, indeed, there's another tape. All right, I'll put that in the bag. And does it close? Well, not really. Alright, so these things will all go away. These buckets are kind of important in that they have kind of the stuff I've been working on lately, or working with lately. And then, of course, there is deoxit, which helps with all kinds of micro corrosion. Also does make it much easier to get things back into sockets. So I'm going to put the glasses back in their little case, put it in the bucket. Now, what else do we have here? Oh, okay, here. Aha, here. This is important. This is a 5-pin video cable. Works on a VIC-20, works on a Commodore 64, works on a 128, very likely on a +4 and a Commodore 16. Whereas the 8-pin, it's going in behind, I can't get it quite as close as I would, but maybe I can. There. The 8-pin is pretty much for the 64 and the 128. The reason I have this here and handy is because of the monochrome monitor. And dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. The amber monochrome monitor that is just dandy. And I think I will press it into service to test it more. And but if you remember, the oldest 64 really couldn't drive it at the same time as the monitor. Oh, look here, 2 wayward screws. I know what they're from. They're from a 64. The case, the outer case. And I do believe in this. In here, there's a bag. Always, if you can, right on 64. Screws. Best to write on the bag before you put stuff in, makes it much easier. Bags like to slide around, makes it difficult at times, regardless of what you do. Alright, I'll put that in there too. Alright. So, yes. So, in the midst of all this, oh yeah, okay, here. As I said, I'm going to make a list. Okay, of course, the first thing. Tidy. And this is not necessarily in order. PET keyboard with an exclamation mark. And that is the tiny little chiclet one that has got a bad wire. I want to get that. I've cleaned it. It's beautiful. It's dandy. I just need to get the wire sorted. So I need to do that. This is all stuff before the World of Commodore. Test 64 things from garage. And that, yes, if you've been watching, you know I found like 5 great big bins of stuff. And the World of Commodore is coming. Oh, okay, another thing. Charge. Lav. Mics. Okay. In the Timo stuff I got 2 more of these beautiful things. Great for sound, great for wonderful charge, the lav mics. Eventually, clear table. So I guess I will work it out, but both of these pets for the moment will not go on here. And put fixing table things in a box. so I know where everything is. Because I do, I've got lots of things to work on. Oh yes, I have to write down here 1571s. Fellow handed me off two 1571s. I'm not sure if I can get them done before the World of Commodore. What I may end up doing is just finding some of my own, and basically just saying, here, take these, they work. Like swapping out the board and saying, these work. He wants to do all kinds of elaborate things with them. That's dandy. And then I can work on the other things as I get to them. There are so many things that can go wrong inside of a disk drive that have the same symptoms. And what really stopped me, and it shouldn't, is I popped a trace, and it just annoys me, and it just threw me, and so also I have two monitors in the garage. Well, I have lots more monitors in the garage, but I may ponder bringing some of them, a little of them, maybe two, I don't know, and trying to sell them at the World of Commodore. They still fetch a good price. They do, because they are wonderful. They're magical. They're beautiful. Oh yes. Box for Rudy. Rudy from Rudy's Retro Intel. If I find things that I'm intrigued by but just aren't my thing, but he's into everything, I will put things in a box. And so he can go through and see what's what. And some of it may be helpful, some of it may be useful, some of it may not be. But I like things to go to a good home, and Rudy is a good place to have things go. It is. Let me check something. Alexa, what time is it? Okay. So I'm going to write on the top of this page 1. Page 2. Oh. Test programs that came with the 264s. They're over there. I gotta get out of the way. Test, decide, repeat. See, there are some things I might test, but I may not want to sell them, even though I probably should. What else? I guess off the floor. One of the things, of course, that makes any place look worse and difficult and hard to get around is if there are things on the floor, and I have things on the floor here. Like there's a monitor here, there's a basket of goodies, a disk drive, looks like a couple of Commodore 64s. Under the table doesn't count. Under the table is fair game. Yes. Anyway, we're getting there. Power supplies to pile. I have a pile of power supplies in here. They're over here. And they are ones that I was using when I was testing the VIC switch. One of them, of course, went bad, and I had to cut the cables off because it was reading 10.5 volts, I think, and that would certainly be bad. So there it is. Another one. Next year, I will use them either in a flower pot or edging somewhere, depending on how many I have. By the way, if you have dead power supplies, or if you have power supplies you want to test the 5 volts side, I have the tester. I will bring it to the World of Commodore. So bring it along. We'll see. And if it's bad, you can decide if you keep it or if we cut the cables, or what we do. So if you want to, that would be dandy. Yeah. Look for post-it notes. And why do I want to do that? Well, I think that's what I'm going to use to put prices on things, because then they don't stick there forever and ruin the looks of something. Or, I mean, if you get a sticker that sticks on there too long, you have to get something like this, Goo Gone, to get the adhesive off, and I would rather not have to do that. I would rather not. So, I guess that's it for now. And this can go over here. And, yeah. So we will carry on. And we'll see you at the World of Commodore, November 30th, December 1st, 2024, the Admiral Inn. Go to tpug.ca for more information. Till then, have a lovely day. Bye for now.